This is this monument right here lists the names of 200,000 African American soldiers who joined President Lincoln in the Civil War. These plaques right here have names on them, and those names are arranged by alphabetical order in regiments. And these regiments all represent African Americans who joined President Lincoln and to fight for their freedom. Now, the other thing I want you to remember about them is 3 out of 4 of them were slaves when the war started. So that means they were living in the states of Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, the state where I was born, and other southern states. And they actually literally fought their way from slavery to freedom. And so these names are very important to us. They're very sacred. And let me say we're happy to have you come out here and enjoy this sacred place, because that's what we built it for, right? So people can enjoy it. And we've actually sponsored a hand dance contest out here ourselves, so we know about that. I didn't win, but I did. Next time I'm gonna rig the dance, so I win. But I wanted to just tell you a little bit about it, because I think you should know that these 3 out of 4 of these guys were enslaved when the war started. We actually have a lady out here now with the orange shirt on, who is the great-great-great-granddaughter of one of these soldiers. That's right. 80% of them lived and came home and had children and great-grandchildren. And on the first Saturday of every month, we invite a descendant to come over to the museum to do a presentation on their family. And they tell us about their family and what happened to them after the war and what they're doing today. So if you're not doing anything on the first Saturday of any month, 11 a.m., come and join us over across the street at the African American Civil War Museum, and you will hear a live story, a here and now story from a family member who actually fought for their freedom. Now, this monument was built for 2 purposes. The first one was to correct a great wrong in history, which pretty much left the story of these soldiers out of the history books of America. There's virtually nothing in these books now about it, and until recently, nobody really told this story very much. Fortunately, now the Park Service is doing a much better job of it. So our first job was to try to correct the great wrong in history. The other one was to contribute to the revitalization of this community, this historic U Street community. The U Street that you see today was not always like this. When we started working on this in 1992, this street was really run down and really was a horrible place to live and work and try to enjoy yourself. And so the second purpose for building it here was so we could have tourists from other places, like our good friends from New York, come up here and visit our community, shop in our stores and in our restaurants and things like that. And we knew if we made this place clean and safe for people who were tourists, we also would make it clean and safe for our neighbors, right? Because we all want to live in clean and safe neighborhoods. So part of the idea was to make it clean and safe so people would feel like it was okay for them to come up here and join us. But also, we knew if we made it clean and safe for them, we also made it clean and safe for our neighbors. So we had 2 purposes. One was to correct a great wrong in history. The other one was to contribute to the revitalization of this neighborhood. And you can judge us by how well we did both of those things as time goes on. So I wanted to do a little presentation for our friends here from New York. Thank you all very much for listening to me. Please come across the street to see us every now and then. This is your community, this is your monument, and this is your museum. Thank you.